This is Jeff Miera, and I'll be demonstrating the ankle taping for MCAA 570. So first thing we want to do is lay down some pre-wrap. Make sure that, come this way a little bit. Make sure that the pre-wrap doesn't have to be super thick, just kind of enough to provide some protection for the athlete. And the tape job. Alright, so now that we have pre-wrap taken care of, we're going to start by laying one strip of tape across the arch of the foot. We want to make sure we find this bone, and we don't want to come too far forward, so we want to make sure we find the bone on the outside of the foot there, and put that right in the middle there. There's our first tape. Next, we're going to go to across the top here. And there's one. I want to make sure we do one more here. Now that we have those set, this is when now we go to the stirrups. And what we want to do and make sure on the stirrups is we always want to come medially, start medially around the base of the foot and end laterally on the outside, because most ankle sprains occur when the ankle moves in. So we want to make sure that we give support to keep it here and shorten these muscles and ligaments here. So we'll go ahead and do that. Lay our first stirrup here, down around the base of the foot, and up the outside, lateral side. Lay that down, nice and smooth, and then go ahead and what we're going to do now is just put one cover down here, just so that that stirrup stays in place for us and we know it's not going to move or go anywhere. Now we're going to go to the second stirrup. Same thing, start medially on the inside and work laterally. Want to make sure that we cover the entire base of the foot with this, so it's going to be offset just a little bit from the first stirrup. Sit that there, and again we'll use one cover down here to ensure that that stays in place. It looks good so far. Now what we want to do is kind of just cover up the rest of the ankle. Alright, now we have the rest of the ankle covered. We'll start on our heel locks. And what we want to do there is make sure we find the outside bone of the ankle here. It's going to come at an angle down around the heel and back up to where we started. And we'll lay another one just like that to ensure proper support for our athlete. Again, down around the ankle, the bottom of the heel, and back up to where we started. And now we will do the same thing on the other side, on the medial side. Down around the heel, up and back to where we started. And we'll throw one more on there. Make sure that's good and tight on there. Good, now that we have our heel locks, everything should be nice and tight. Now that we have our heel locks done, the next thing we're going to do is start with our figure 8. And that's what we'll start here. On the top of the foot there. Come around there. Make sure we have the right angle here. That's much better. And back to where we started. Our figure 8. And now we want to make sure we close up here. Bottom of the foot. Make sure all that's laying nice and flat. And then the last thing we want to do is just get some cover-ups up on the top to make sure that everything is nice and neat and looks good. Make sure it's all laying nice and flat. And there you have it. There's the ankle tape. Here's for some alternate angles and close-ups. The bottom, inside, from the top view, and the outside. There you have it.